Good late afternoon, everyone. Thursday, January 27, 2022. It is 4:51 my time. Well, 9 trades today. Again, one contract, with the exception of this last trade, which I just added one to that. There's a little insult to injury here, but you'll see it all worked out good. Actually, I had a little more than this, but so well, as they say. And with that, I am going to go ahead and start this video, show you what all happened. And 9 trades, I say the hard way, had to wait for it. It's kind of the way it is. I paid about $16, $17 in commission, maybe in some change in there. So here we go.
Order filled.
First candle of the day is right here. This is the cursor I was using during. This is a recap of today's trades, Thursday. My first trade was a loser, and I really got caught. I had a bad fill, 32 bucks. I mean, when it kind of comes down here again and you think I got 32, that was actually an edited trade. All my trades are going to be edited if I can, unless they're back-to-back. I tend to do that, get in, get out. You know, you never see a starving sparrow. They say pigs get slaughtered, so do other birds, especially when the predators are there. But you know, I've never seen a dead sparrow. Okay, my next trade, I'm in, 32.10. Pretty quick trade, 12 seconds.
Order filled.
This trade and the other one, I'm just eating away at my loss.
Order filled.
I did a lot of waiting today. And again, I got back in, 34.41.
Order filled.
It's like, why didn't I just stay in, right? That's something I need to work on. Anyway, I'm green here all the way except for the last trade, and that's the one I had to wait for it, doing it the hard way. I've been doing, let's see, this third trade. Fourth trade here will be at 8:39 and 25 seconds. That is Central Standard Time, 9:39 Eastern. I'm always looking for an angle and getting in, either the mid or I'll click right up here on this if I get momentum, and then I get a better fill, even though I
Order filled.
leave some stuff on the table. Well, I guess I'm just a good tipper, right? 44.28. Over $1 on this. $1.27 to be exact. Which equals $127. Again, these are all one contract. Going to prove a point. And then a little later in this video, I'm going to show what I see in the overall market. Not that anybody follows the way that I do, but I have a pretty good winning percentage, considering I've had some bad losses last year. Starting off this year wasn't the best, but it got better real quick. Okay. If you see this jump, it's just me editing out. Excuse me. I like making videos, but I'm not here to show, look what I did. I did that. If anything, I'm showing you the things I did wrong. And if you can relate to them, great. Because you might say, wow, I did that, or I see myself doing that. Maybe this is what I need to change. You go back and you look at the video, maybe even again, and you might see something good, something that, hey, I missed that. That's why I like making videos, because I go back and I look at what's going on and see where I mucked up. That's with an M. 72 bucks. 4 trades. Just think. if I wouldn't have lost the initial, what, about $300? You can see add 300 to that, and there's where I am right now, which I could have easily stopped. Okay, I did a call, and this is because if you know anything about market profile, I was in balance, or we're starting to head up to balance, and actually it was about 9/11. And what gets me, this thing went up there and did it. And one day I need to do a video on how I interpret market profile, or as I would really say, the monkey bar charts. Because there's a balance in volume and just price activity, and the most passes through that is your balance area. It's what they call fair market value. And there's a point of control, the POC. Okay, here I am going for my next one. It's all 880 puts from here on.
Order filled.
A little late getting in there, aren't I? Like and subscribe if you like the content. If anything, I'm good for a laugh. I'll say something
Order cancelled.
like look at those calls, and it's really puts. Or it's the 900 calls, but yet it's the 1200 calls. I don't know where I'm getting this stuff. It's I don't know, mad cow disease maybe. I am a carnivore.
Order filled.
Okay, $191. How many trades am I here? One. No, let's see. That was 22.90. 1, 2. I got 3 more trades here. News came up, and I thought, oh crap, what now? Because the news today on Tesla was all positive, or trying to make it rise. And they actually did, but it's later on. 24.19.
Order filled.
24.70. $240. Woohoo! I actually thought about stopping here, and I said, well, and I'm looking at the SPY. I am looking at the SPY, I'm looking at the Qs, I'm looking at the VIX in particular, and watching the action that's going on there, and of course my market profile chart. And I got into this next trade saying, oh, I really think it's going down. And that's a guess, but the mistake I made here to learn from is that I should have gotten out. I didn't get the best fill.
Order cancelled. Order filled.
Actually, I take that back. That's the next to last trade. This one here at 9:30 and at 9:30.02 seconds and 9:31.13 I'm out. And that was also $1.21, 121 bucks. So I'm actually doing good, kinda. Except that it's coming against me, but lately I've been kind of a scalping position trader, a positioning scalp trader, because I still do it.
Order filled.
I still get in and out a lot quicker than I want to, but first things first. As long as I'm making money, there I am. 360 bucks. I was going to stop here. Contradictory to what I said about the last trade. I was going to get out here at 360, but I said, nope, one more. Okay, I'm in at 9:33 in 2 seconds, and my next time that I buy back in is at 11:17 and 53 seconds. So I went through almost 2 hours of bullshit, and I say that really in reality. If you see this candle here kind of going against me, I'm already at $32, $31. I didn't get the best fill there. And as you can see over here, I even thought maybe I need to get out now, but I got a little greedy and I said, I want to get it back. And I did, but at what cost it could have been. The risk to reward, I don't think was a good one. I'm glad it turned out. I'm glad I was right on the direction based on all the indicators. Well, the market profiles, the only indicator I have is like the VWAP right here, right here. Couple moving averages on a 1-minute chart, and of course whatever the market profile does. But now with the VIX, I have an RSI on just a sole VIX chart, which is VXX in Thinkorswim, but it's VIX on Yahoo and stuff like that. And it's a counter indicator for the market. You can even trade it, but I wouldn't recommend it just because it goes down a lot more than it goes up. But with everything going down lately, it's up very nicely. Okay, I'm about to get a second one. And all those things where you saw that before, where my cursor is right here spinning, was probably right about here, coming down from where it was, that it was way up there. If you look over here, you can kind of see it starting to come back a little. I'm going to show where I bought it.
Order filled.
That was I bought it $34.50 and now $30.06, just kind of averaging down. VIX was turning, and it had been turning, and it passed a certain level that I was very happy about and jumped in. All I could do is think to myself, I'm going to jump in and this thing's going to come back on me. No, it didn't. Not much, at least. Pretty sure I'm going to fast forward here. At 11, I got that last one at 11:17 and 53 seconds. I am going to get my first one off at 11:31:52. If that was the first one I bought at $30.06, I'm out at $34. My next one, 32.68, is where I got out. But either way, you saw my thumbnail, and that's what I like. This white line is where I originally bought my first one. So there was some pain there, even though like a little knuckle biting, but I don't know why. I resolved that it was just fine, and kind of reminds me of many years ago, position trading only. It would go against me, or I'd get out at a certain level and re-enter. But back then I forgot about some of the things I did, and the VIX is a great counter indicator. But if you're a scalper, I really don't recommend it. Right there, I am out. You can kind of see that right there. And what I'm going to do here, these are my trades. There's a little chart called Snag It. And this is from start to finish here. Everything I did, and that's 9 full trades. About 17, actually I just looked, $17 and about 60 cents in commissions. And there's my end of the day. It's been a great week. I'm up like $1,600. I'll have to total that up. Actually, I think it's, what is it right here? I think I'm at $1,561. And I'm kind of happy about that. Still one more day. I'm not sure if I'll trade tomorrow. But there's, I guess I want to show these again. One. Okay, is this the one? Sorry about all that. Okay, here's the daily chart of Tesla, and this is a couple hours ago. It really dropped here. This was a gap fill, or the beginning of a gap fill. There was a low level. See this from right here at this line up, there was nothing but, this is nothing but consolidation BS until it broke out one or the other. And I put in these little channel lines just to show that it'll be interesting right now to see what happens tomorrow. I wouldn't doubt we see 813. This is the 200 MA on the daily. Right here, in this right here, there was a gap right there, and it filled it. Now I don't think it got this one. I think this is about, this one here is about where the 200 is. Tomorrow or overnight, it'll probably, or on pre-market, it's going to hit that. I'm going to bet on it. What it does from there, I don't know. There's a bunch of little tiny gap fills all the way down. Even, I'm not sure about that one. But just down even to here. But right, you can kind of see what I'm looking at. I hope you're getting the point. The interesting thing was this line here, and it broke that. And it, actually, I'm wondering, where did it close? Actually, I don't think I have it up. No, I don't. Anyway, now one more I want to pull. Not waste your time too much. Okay. Here's the weekly. I didn't draw any pretty lines on this one, but on the weekly, that filled. Of course, that's long filled. If you draw a channel line like this, you'll kind of see. But this is at 790 on the weekly. Tell me it's not going to try and hit that. That one or the 813 on the daily. You can kind of see how that works. My only worry is that this thing's going to go down to about here, and then it's going to want to go back up into this mess. And to me, this is a mess. Yeah, there's some stuff in there to get, but there's actually some good ranges here. But to me, this is just a mess, and that's why I am trading one contract. With all the trouble I had towards the end of the year and the beginning of the year in here, I just needed to adjust. And this is where position trading, if you know what you're doing, can really make a difference. So anyway, having said all that, where's it at? Oh, come on. This is what's for dinner tonight. A bunch of pork done on the barbecue. I guess you'd call it carnitas and leftovers. Tossed into a crock pot, stewing away. Oh, yeah. Man, I love Mexican food. Or the real Mexican food. And I don't mean Taco Bell or your local taqueria that gives you rice and beans with everything. No, I mean like Yucatan specialties and the Michoacana, the state of Mexico type. The spicy, thick beef, hearty ones. Like I said, I'm a carnivore. But this is food for thought. So anyway, one more time. There's my what I did today, and last but not least, there it is. 568, 9 trades, still just playing one contract, except for this kind of a mess here, but I like it. I like what's going on. I'm not going to say it was the best choices or like I really handled that well. No, I'm sorry. There's probably mixing scalping and position trading. There's no place for it. You're either in or you're out. Position trading, you hold for a little wiggle. Playing one contract, it's not so bad. I mean, if I lose $1,000, I'm not happy about it. But it's not like I had 5 contracts and lost $1,000 in 30 seconds or 2 minutes or 5 minutes. You see the difference? It makes a lot of difference. So anyway, having said that, I hope you have a great evening. Hope you have something to think about if you lasted this long in it. I hope you're green, definitely not with envy. If you got more than I got, I salute you. And even if you got less, I still salute you because it means you're doing the right thing. Unfortunately, like me, sometimes getting in the hole quick and having to fight back, if you can do that fairly well, I guarantee you're halfway there. Then just got to get your in and outs, your entries and your exits and stops, which is actually the first lesson. The rest of it should just fall into place if we can do that. A lot of times I'll jump in. I raise my hand saying that if I had a camera showing it. And I jump in because of something, but I know where I want to go from levels. Anyway, before I waste too much more of your time, have a good evening. See you next one.